Yo, 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 yo. It is your boy, Chef Drewski, back at it again with the Mixing Pot Podcast. I got my two favorite homies here with me. Shout out Kayla, shout out Tariq. How y'all feeling today?
Hey y'all,
What's
feeling
up?
good? How are you?
I'm feeling alright. I'm
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to start off today with something very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Some champagne.
Okay.
Some champagne.
And why? Why is that?
Because I have been assessing these past few weeks, and I've looked over both of your progress reports, and to be honest,
Oh my
I
god.
think I can give a very, very good report.
Am I getting a promotion?
You guys, not a promotion. You're just getting a recognition.
Okay.
So I know y'all been working hard. Tariq, you've been going back and forth to New York and teaching the kids of the Bronx, right? The Bronx?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I don't say it right, it's
Yeah,
wrong borough.
Right, borough.
But you've been teaching the kids in the Bronx. Kayla, you've been on your stuff. I
Yep.
see you, Canon Management, shout out.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
do your thing, spirituality and all that. Reiki, that's what it is. Reiki.
I'm fucking dead, not Reiki. You mean Skillshare?
No. I love Reiki. Anyway,
I love Reiki. Okay.
we're gonna pop champagne.
Hey.
Like we won a championship ring, you feel me?
Yeah.
Close
So
to
are you?
the mic.
Are you gonna do it how we did it in school, or you just gonna pop it?
I don't have a saber.
You don't have to saber it.
I want to saber it though. That's how we
That's
did
a
it in
lot,
school.
though.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, but they showed us the correct way to do
I
it.
got
and then
I got a knife or something.
Don't saber it, please. We got all this expensive equipment.
We do have all of this very expensive
We
equipment.
paid good money for that roadcaster.
Maybe
Exactly.
when we get a studio and we have someone else manning the roadcaster
In the
with
back.
saber, yeah.
Yeah, then you
We just got our mic right here. We good.
And shout out Nas in the studio today.
Yeah.
everybody.
Shout out
We
to
got Young
Nas,
Nas in
yo.
the
Appreciate
studio.
Young
We
Nas
got,
coming through,
Nas in the
helping the
studio.
crew.
He's testing our Twitch out,
That's
ladies
the-
and gentlemen.
That's the right one.
Candy nuts.
Yeah, that's the.
All right.
Young Nas is testing out the Twitch, so make sure you guys go follow us on Twitch, and get them Twitch pages ready. We've been telling y'all for weeks, especially on Mixing with Chef Tariq and on podcast, so we're about to get ready to go. Okay, so make sure you get your Twitch pages.
Mm-hmm.
I literally picked this up. This was like $7.99 at the liquor store.
Okay.
It was cool though. I was gonna get some prosecco, but I didn't know if y'all was feeling fancy. You feel me?
Hey, look, we celebrating because you
Right.
celebrating, all right?
I'm celebrating y'all.
Okay.
No, we
Y'all
celebrating you.
me. You feel me?
We celebrating each
No.
other.
Like, we celebrate each other. So why not celebrate us celebrating each other? You feel me?
Literally,
That's,
just like that.
That's what it is. That's all about.
We all celebrate.
Shout out Nas. Anyway.
All of us. Shout out Nas.
But yes, we have our signature collection, Andre California Champagne.
Okay.
Okay.
It is naturally fermented, and it is a brut.
Brew, okay.
Okay.
So yes, and
Oh my god.
that is my phone.
That means
We are going to pull up.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. Oh,
Sing
whoa.
that, sing that. Yo, she didn't even see that either.
What?
What I was doing. I was pointing.
Wait, is
forward.
that
Oh
a cap
my
or is it?
No, it's a cork, bro.
Oh, okay. You want to show us on the camera how we doing it?
What?
The cork.
The cork? There's no cork, bro.
You're a.
Oh,
Stop playing. We pouring
Fucking
bubbly.
dead.
You're
We
a-
pouring bubbly. Stop playing, bro.
You're
Come
a-
on. Everybody getting some
You
bubbly.
can't even bring a quart of champagne.
Bro, I told you this was like $7.99, bro. You know they ain't putting no corks in no $7.99 shit, bro. I told you I could have got the prosecco, but I didn't know if y'all was feeling fancy or not. Like, my fault. My fault. Next time I know.
Next
But
time
we celebrating. You feel
you
me?
know
Like
we bougie over here.
I know,
so
I know,
like,
I know, I know.
Yeah, for that prosecco, you better
I know.
pull out them flutes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Drew, do you have flutes?
No, she knows that. That's why she keeps saying that, bro.
Kayla, can you tell the people what's a flute?
Yes, a flute is, well, it's a type of wine glass,
It is.
Yeah.
but it's just longer. It's not as like wide.
It's mainly meant for champagne.
Yeah, that's what it's made for is bubbles. I think like specifically, what is it specifically like? It has something to do like with the bubbles, right? Or like.
Oh yeah, I remember what.
It's like to like not help it fizz out as fast, basically. But yeah, that's what a flute is. I mean, you guys have all like seen them if you go out for like brunch and shit, with mimosas and stuff like that. Y'all.
My friends, here you are.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I make poor decisions.
You like that?
That's
See,
the
I like that.
today.
I thought that.
I like that. And pour is spelled as in you're pouring something, like pouring wine. Pour.
I'm dead.
I like that.
I brought out too many glasses.
You really did.
I'm gonna celebrate.
You brought one extra
I'm
out.
celebrating. Fuck it.
Yo, you're fucking
Nas.
sapkin.
Shout out Nas.
You said I got two of them.
You
Two for the
pass
head.
that?
To your wife.
Yeah. Thank you, Nas.
What if I was thirsty?
Alrighty.
So as we toast.
Wait, I gotta get it one time for the.
Get it one time for that one time.
I'm double cupping. Y'all got me in an alcoholic phase right now.
Oh
Y'all got me-
my. Don't.
I'm full blown now. These guys got me on some crazy shit.
Okay. Okay, guys, for the
You ready
for
for
the
that?
IG. I'm on the Mix and Pop podcast, the IG.
We'll be on
Gotta
episode
do-
153 by the time she pulls up her phone.
Yo, Drew, shut the fuck up, okay? Before I take one of those cups out your.
Celebrate.
You know what?
Celebrate.
Give me this
Feel
shit.
me?
Give me this
She's
shit.
double fisting
Yeah.
as usual, as
Yeah.
per usual.
What do you call me, alcoholic now?
I ain't say that.
Nah.
You're an alcoholic though. But look how many you got.
I love how
Shit's
we're
getting
live.
sloppy.
In
Shit's
case
about to
it
get
takes
sloppy.
2 cups and they just start arguing on our Instagram story. Like,
Cheers,
Jesus.
darling.
Cheers,
Cheers,
guys.
darling. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Love it.
Yes.
I love Brute. Brute is a really good
What's
champagne.
tomorrow, Thursday?
Yeah.
Should I go
That
outside?
was a little what? Huh?
Should I be outside tomorrow or Friday?
Was you outside last Friday?
Nah, it was too cold.
Oh wow.
It's supposed to be snowing more, right?
I think so.
Yeah. fuck
Not
that.
another storm though, but it's
We'll
not
see
snow.
though. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm dead.
Anyway.
But yeah, let's get into the weekends, guys.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. I'm interested in hearing what you guys did this past weekend
Yeah.
and what made you happy.
Let's start with Kayla because she said last
exactly.
week.
Yeah, we gonna start with Kayla.
stories for y'all next week.
Oh no, because I didn't go out, so I don't have no stories about
You didn't
going
go out?
No, I didn't go
I
out.
thought y'all all went to crib.
No.
No, I didn't.
What happened?
My mom didn't want to go. So my mom and I both actually ended our work days very late that Friday. And it was brick. Like, it was cold as fuck. And she was tired. She was just like, if it was, and the other thing too is like, I don't really like to go out when it's cold because like you gotta bring a jacket, you gotta bring this, that, the third, and layers. And you go to these events and you're fucking sweating bullets. You get hot as hell because you're moving, you're dancing. There's really nowhere that you can check your coat or anything, so you gotta carry that shit with you. And it's just like, it's mad work to go out during the winter, I feel. Versus just during the summertime, whatever I got on, and then I'm out, you know what I mean? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we didn't go out, but we will. Like, if they do that, the sort of event again, closer towards the summertime, we'll definitely be outside. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else happened this weekend?
Alright, what else happened this
You
weekend?
got anything good?
I mean, nothing significant. Like, I didn't go out to a restaurant or anything. I passed by Tariq's on Sunday after the show to discuss like a little bit of catering for Olivia's suite, and then
Shout out Olivia and shout out Nas.
and then after that, what else did I do? I recorded for Skillshare. So I recorded my first class on Sunday.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Slime,
Yeah.
that's what's up, Slime.
That's what's
That's
up.
on the set. Say it.
On a set.
Yeah.
And but so I'm actually like, I literally recorded that basically going on like, well, tomorrow's gonna be like the third time that I'm recording that class. Now it's because like, so on Sunday when I recorded the class, I recorded it like with my other phone, my work phone, but vertically. And the requirements to upload the videos on there is horizontally, like 16:9 aspect ratio.
Yeah.
So I had to fucking do that shit again. Then, so that was Sunday I recorded. I did it again on Monday. I recorded the whole day. I basically did that. And then I went through, I edited everything, and then I tried to load it up onto the site, and it wasn't loading. And I was like, what the fuck? And I literally tried, couldn't do it. I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'll try again on yesterday. And I literally basically did it all day yesterday too. I was able to finally get a few of the clips uploaded and stuff, but then I ran into the point where I had to edit them, and then my phone was running out of space to download the videos because they were so long. I literally didn't even get the chance to finish uploading the class completely by the deadline yesterday, because I was part of a teach challenge where they allowed you to sign up, and then they gave you a few milestones, and I had to submit my first class by yesterday's date to be entered into a raffle to win an iPad and a free year to use the platform. But so I was very, very, very upset because I didn't reach that deadline, but I was able to kind of get my head out of that because I learned so much in the process. I learned so much about just recording, editing, and stuff like that. And I'm actually even grateful that I didn't get the chance to upload it completely, because I want to tweak the class a little bit more and break it down even a little further, just to make it easier for my students to be able to understand all of the whole process. So I think how they say, third time's a charm, right? So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing all weekend, really. Yeah.
That is good. That is good that you ran into that problem, because I think the biggest thing that happens when you start something is you do it, and then you see all the problems, and then you correct them out in the way as you're going and stuff. But at least you've seen it before you actually could post it. So now it's all right, let me actually fix these things, and then when it's perfect, when it's ready, then I can get it up basically.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, and that was my weekend.
It's pretty cool. What's going on in a BX? Tell me what's
going
on in a BX.
Oh yeah, we was a little snowed in too, so I thought we was gonna have to go rescue you from the Bronx to reuniting a whole
This snowstorm was not really a snowstorm. It didn't do anything.
Love the Bronx too.
We BX, alright? Alright, we're not BX. We Yonkers, alright? We YO baby. Shout out to Andy, shout out to Felicia.
Wow.
No.
Set tripping on the kids.
I mean, she the one that got me the job.
Talk your shit.
No, my week was good. First, we had DJ Zay. Shout out to Zay, aka Chrome, aka whatever he wants to call himself.
Wow.
He has 20,000 DJ names and just names.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, Zay's that's my guy. That's my little cousin. But we had him on a show this week. We did fish and chips. For the last week of February.
Is he younger than you?
Yes. He's what, a year older than you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
How younger is
Nazir, me and Nazir.
2 years, right?
Me and Nazir's 3 years.
3 years?
Me, Raekwon is 3 years on me.
And he's a year younger than you, so he's 4 years from you.
Zay's a year
older.
older
A year
than
older.
Nazir. Yeah, but we're all
2 years younger.
Yeah, we're all 3 years, and then Zay's right in the middle.
That's what's up.
But yeah, we did fish and chips on the show. Came out actually really good.
Yeah, it looked fire.
The batter, I did the batter. I didn't use beer. I used the seltzer, and it actually came out really good. So I was actually happy with that. And then 2 weeks ago, I forgot who was on the show and stuff. We had DJ Donnie Battle when we did Rasta Pasta. So I want to make sure I throw that out there too. I didn't get to do that last week.
You put shrimp in that though. I wish you would have
I know.
done the chicken or something. I would have been there, dog that shit.
I know.
I love me some Rasta Pasta. Last time I had a really good Rasta Pasta was actually in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That was 2017 when we were in school.
Well, I did Rasta Pasta because the first week we went out to New York for the class and stuff like that. The first day, me, my dad, and my cousin took a tour, and his wife was showing us everything, and then we went to this Jamaican spot. I seen they had Rasta Pasta, so I was like, I never had it before. Let me try it.
You never had Rasta Pasta before?
No, but that was the first time I had it, a couple weeks ago, and literally it didn't really taste like. It didn't taste like what I would thought it would be. It wasn't spicy at all. It just tastes Alfredo to me. So I was kind of
It didn't have no sazon.
well, it's Jamaican, so
Exactly. It
Sure,
didn't have no
it had
sazon.
No what?
Sazon.
Yeah,
Yeah, it didn't have no sazon, no flavoring, no seasonings. It wasn't spicy. It didn't have that, you know.
No sazon.
Okay. No, yeah, but it wasn't.
On that Colombiana shit.
Shut up, dude.
Someone used to actually call me that during the summertime.
Colombiana?
Mhm.
Okay.
Colombiana.
Enough of that. Keep going.
What was it? Yeah, so I did that 2 weeks ago because I was like, I wanted to see how it's done. I wanted to make sure I do it right and stuff like that, and it came out pretty good. And then we did the fish and chips last week, so.
I like that you did it with shrimp though, cause that's very classic for
Yeah.
pasta pasta for sure.
Well, I did chicken and shrimp.
Oh, okay.
Isn't she allergic?
Yeah, but she just said she likes that dish. She said she still can't have it. She still couldn't try it.
I would die.
You be testing life, don't you?
Yeah. Isn't that what life's about?
You be going out on a boat trip talking about, can I have the shrimp cocktail?
Oh hell no.
Wild.
Hell no.
Face bubbling up.
Ready to
Hell
jump
no.
over the boat.
Face
Imagine.
bubbling up.
Check
Check, please.
Oh my god. I could never. Nah, that's like so scary. Like I don't even want to like know what it would do to me again if
Shrimp
I tried to eat
cocktail's
it.
fire.
It is fire. Like I know I've definitely had my fair share of it before, but
Can't do it no more.
I don't wanna risk that anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Maybe one day. We'll see.
That's but shrimp cocktail's fire.
Yeah, it's
Coconut shrimp though, that's the one thing I miss the most.
coconut shrimp.
With a mangoes like salsa.
Okay.
Sazon.
That sazon
Yeah, that ass.
with some white rice. Oh fuck.
Shoutout Nas.
Okay, so then yeah, I was in New York this
Oh,
week for the
shit.
class. And the classes were good this week. It was the second week. You and the drugs.
Exactly, I tell her all the time, cut it out.
No, but it was the second week cooking there.
Mind you gave me your grinder to use.
True.
Yeah, it was the
Sorry,
second
sorry.
week. I did loaded cheese fries, bacon, cheese, scallions, parsley. But there was a big issue.
How did that work? Yeah, with the kids.
Yeah, it was a big issue. So first of all, I wanted to actually start cooking, like have them in like groups and stuff like that. But we didn't get to it, so I just had like them volunteer and help me do it and stuff like that. But that was where the big issue was. So we were in a class, and the classroom is like it's someone like the science rooms or whatever. So it has like the desk where it looks like the triangles and stuff for the kids. But I'm like trying to plug everything in and see if the outlets work, and none of them work. So I called the secretary in the office and was like, hey, none of the outlets work besides the one that's behind the teacher's desk. She's like, all right, I'll call the maintenance guy and he'll come and get it done. I was like, all right. And I literally went in earlier than normal just so I can make sure everything was set up right.
Mm-hmm.
And so he comes in and stuff like that, and I have 2 air fryers and butane burners. Now, butane burners are basically portable stoves with gas. It uses the gas cans and stuff like that to help it, and they're like probably one of the best portable equipment out there. But he comes in and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, no, none of the outlets work. He's testing everything, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do this in the class today. I have the burners, and he looks at the butane burner. He goes, you can't use that in here. I go, what do you mean? Why not? He goes, you can't have an open gas flame in the classrooms. That's a DOE policy. So I'm like, so it basically threw off the whole lesson plan for the week, because my plan was basically to show them
That's crazy.
how to do fries in oil, and then finish off in the air fryer basically.
So if they want you to continue to read, you're gonna have to tell them that they need to provide you equipment that you can use in their facility. Like you can very easily get an induction burner and use that instead, but like at that point, that's on them, and they need to provide that because you can't use your equipment.
So
You know
it
what I
wasn't.
mean?
So I didn't bring my equipment because they order everything for me. So and this is where it's like it was kept going basically. So I'm like basically messed up. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Induction burners, especially the electric ones, not all of them work well. So if you don't have a good one, it's gonna take the whole class for me to get the oil up to do the fries, or for water to boil. So I'm like, I don't want to use those. But I'm like, all right, I gotta figure it out.
I used an induction burner for my class the other day, and it was the Walmart brand one, and I thought it wasn't gonna work that well, but it worked very well.
It depends on like the size of the pots too, cause like
I mean, true, yeah, like you have to have specific pots that work with induction, because if you have a regular pot, that shit's not gonna connect.
And that's the thing, especially in the classes. Like if I have small pots that they could just use real quick, and it's not working, then the lesson plan isn't gonna work as well. But so I'm basically messed up, like I'm like annoyed, and Felicia, you know, my cousin's wife, who's the principal, she came in, she's like, hey, what's up, how's it going? I'm like, and she can see it in my face already, like
the frustration.
It's not good right now.
Yeah.
And she's like, she already heard about it, whatever. And she's like, all right, like, you know, just, you know, you got it, like, you know, just work what you have, and you know, we'll figure it out and stuff. And that's why it's like, it's easy to like work with the kids, because her and her staff is like, they're ready just to help me whenever if I need it. Like it doesn't matter what's going on. Like she's like, we'll figure it out, we'll get it done. But so basically Monday I showed them the induction, the butane burners, and showed them like, hey, this is how we're gonna use it. We're not gonna use it yet, but we'll work on that. But we just use the air fryers. I had them help me toss the fries, put the bacon in, you know, rip it up like you said on Sunday and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. We did it that way.
Yeah.
And this was the first time you were gonna use a burner?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first class I used the griddle.
Okay.
And it's not gonna smoke up that much anyway, so it's not that bad. And then the air fryers aren't gonna do that much anyway. And then even Tuesday I just did the same thing just to show the second class the same process. And then, you know, we talked out there, and I was like telling her, like, I don't want to use the induction burners because they're not going to work as well. Basically, just saying what I'm telling you guys. She's like, go ahead and use it. I talked to him already, and I hope she don't get in trouble for this, but she was like, yo, just turn it back. We're doing this. Like, this is what he needs. This is what we're going to do for the kids. So, like, this is why I was telling you guys, like, before, like, she's really been, like, trying to change the culture. They're trying to change, like, trying to make sure the kids are doing better or trying to have a better future for them.
That shit's like wild to me though, like how the laws vary from state to state, because when we were in school, like especially for bake shop, like on my side in high school, we didn't have access to a range. So anything that needed to be heated, we had a whole stack of butane burners, and we literally, each person individually came up, we had our station, we set up our butane burner, we did what we had to do, and we kept it pushing.
See, in Jersey it was different because we had access to the burners and everything.
And on the culinary side, they had a range. They had two ranges.
We had everything. We would cook for the kids on campus.
So what it is too, because he actually said there's an actual kitchen down like on the first floor that like has like equipment in it. That was like I guess they tried to do it like a while ago for like a cooking class, but they just never did anything else with it. That's aside from the cafeteria, but I think it's more of because again there's 3 high schools in one building, so I don't think she wants kids to be trying to come up and down, especially interacting with other students in different schools. So now if there's a problem, there's kids getting into fights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think she would want to have it in her section. Her section.
Like her vicinity.
Exactly. So she knows what's going on with her teachers and her staff like that.
Exactly.
And she has me to look, she's watching me, but I'm watching the kids and stuff. So I think that's fine. But again, that part is fine. And it's in a classroom, so I understand it. But my main thing with the kids is, if I'm going to teach them these meals, if I'm going to teach them how to cook, if I'm teaching them a career that they can use for the rest of their lives, they gotta understand how to use the equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm gonna do my best to make sure they're using it right, but I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, go ahead and burn yourself and nothing like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna always be making sure I'm doing what I can to help them out too.
I mean, as young adults, you have to have like some sense of responsibility, but right away, you know what I mean? Like, you're literally turning into an adult. You need to learn. These are very basic life skills that everybody needs to know how to do to be able to survive. Yeah. Even just in the most basic way.
Yep. And they're freshmen too, so they're still learning things as they go along. Like, if they were seniors, I'll probably fight even more for them because like they're about to be adults. Their careers is about to start. Yeah. So that's different from a freshman who's still learning, has time for this stuff. But But besides that, I mean, everything else went well. They like the food and stuff like that. I'm doing fresh pasta for them next week, so I'm gonna bring my pasta machine and show them how to roll it out and stuff. So
Yeah.
I like that TikTok that you made.
Yeah, same.
With the cars edit.
like that, yeah.
My friends. Lightning McQueen!
That's- yeah.
Actually, go Chef Three!
That shit literally had me dying.
That's totally us though in the background, and then
These
you
are my
guys,
friends.
literally everybody that watches our show, like just for us, it's
Yeah.
fucking awesome
Shout
supporting
out
us.
Nas. But yeah, my weekend was good.
Yeah.
I went down to New Jersey.
Hey,
of
Mama's
course,
birthday.
to see my mama.
Nice.
Birthday,
What was that?
Catherine.
Happy birthday, Kathy.
Took her out to this Brazilian steakhouse called Flames that the family likes to go to. So it's like the family spot. So
Yummy.
went there, got a couple of bottles of sangria because the place supposedly lost their liquor license.
Oh no
But
shit.
they could still like mix drinks and shit, but you had to like bring your own alcohol. Weird.
BYOB.
Yeah.
What?
So we got some red wine bottles, what did we get? Pinot Noir, 3 Pinot Noir bottles. I think it was, pretty sure it was Dark Horse probably, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, brought them back. Dude made the sangrias and everything like that. And
Nice.
it was fire.
That was
Yeah.
fire. Hell yeah.
They kept bringing mad protein to the table.
You were about to say meat. They kept bringing mad meat to the table. Don't stop
I was
yourself.
about to-
Don't try and censor yourself for the audience.
They were
now.
bringing
Just 'cause-
mad protein.
Just
to
because
the
we practicing
table.
on Twitch don't mean nothing. They gonna
No
flame
cap.
you on there just like how we
Dead
flaming you
ass.
on here, alright?
They was bringing mad meat to the table, bro. Shout out Nas.
That's why he really said it.
And yo, it was just like overwhelming after a while. And the dude
All that
literally
meat was
seemed,
overwhelming.
I'm dead. And that dude, the dude came back and he seemed like all of us didn't want anything. He was like, "What do you really want? Like, what do you want?" We were like, "Pineapple, bro. Bring the pineapple."
Oh, yeah,
bro.
That should be busting.
Yo,
It's
that
so
shit be
juicy.
fire.
That sazon.
And caramelized. She said a sazon.
She just throwing
Oh, yeah.
shots on everything. It don't matter what cuisine we're talking about.
Okay.
Also, guys, when I say sazon, I don't mean just like the little orange packets. Just so that I'm clear for you guys. I mean, like, sazon in Spanish means seasoning, flavor. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Talk your
So,
shit.
okay.
Talk your shit.
Just making sure I clarified.
Colombiana's corner, right?
I'm fucking dead.
That's a nice little thing too.
Colombiana's corner.
Yeah. How do you say corner in Espanol?
Esquina.
Colombiana
Esquina.
esquina.
Nah,
Colombiana es esquina.
Es
Nah, it sounds better the other way. I think it sounds
Or you could say
Esquina de.
la esquina de la
Yeah.
colombiana. It'd be longer.
Nah, I like
You're adding
I like
in
the first way.
Nah, I like it.
Colombiana esquina.
Let's keep it like that.
Okay.
But after that, what do we do? What did I do? Oh, I quit my job.
Me too.
Hit the applause button.
Hey yo, high five!
Nigga, what do you mean? What do you wait? What do you?
We're celebrating wins, right?
Yeah, we are, but
Yeah, it's a win.
what?
Because I'm not gonna
What
have
job
time
did
for
you-
that shit. The one I just got.
Can't imagine.
No.
No,
The
no,
language.
no. So
Oh.
I love how I was like, yeah, Drew, hit the applause button for yourself. Like you did, like you
For
did
both
it.
of us.
I'm
what's
like,
up?
And then
so
Kayla said it.
I quit my job too. I'm like, what the fuck?
To both of us.
Wait, what?
Oh,
But yeah, today was my last day at the Quinn, the Boston Quinn House.
Yay, I'm so happy for you.
And yes, I can take nothing but good experiences away from there. You
I love
know?
that.
I can't talk bad about anybody because everybody contributed to a very well put together experience.
Yeah.
It was a 2-year journey, not exactly 2 years. It was like a year and like 7 months, but like still
Okay.
2 years.
It
damn
felt
near.
like that shit.
No cap.
It felt like 2 years.
And,
I know
I
that.
just want to shout out to my chef Gary, shout out Charles, shout out everybody that made that experience enjoyable. My morning team, Omar, and Papa Juan, you know. Shout out my boy Hamid too, and to the J1s, Alatin and Esther.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, That's my shout out.
I love that. Cheers to that.
Cheers to
Actually,
that.
I need a refill.
We gotta pull more bubbly.
Refill, please.
In the studio, everybody needs
In the
some more bubbly in
studio.
a cup.
You only bought that one bottle?
Alcoholics.
No, I
We
got
need
another
more.
one.
Oh, I bet.
We need more.
Alright, that's what I thought. Tariq, what does your glass say?
We're doing
1
some.
o'clock somewhere.
We're doing celebrations.
Yes,
You know, it's celebrations everywhere.
Hell yeah. No, I feel that, honestly.
Pull it up.
I had to do the same thing on Monday. Like, when I woke up on Monday and I looked at my agenda about, like, on what I had to do for the week, I was so stressed just looking at it, trying to figure out how I was going to get everything done. And that is exactly what I did not want to put on myself, to be honest. And I was, like, very straight up honest, like, with my manager. Just, you know, like, listen, like, I have all these other things that I'm trying to work towards, and, you know, I really, like, I can't make room for as much attention as they wanted me to put to that job.
Yep.
And honestly, I didn't want to be, like, a disappointment, not to her, not to the agency, and sure, not to myself. So, you know, as a professional, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, just straight up communication is everything, you know what I mean? And I have my license is valid here in Rhode Island for 2 years. So if at any point, any one of these other projects, like, flops, or I feel like I find more time and I feel like I can dedicate, you know, a good chunk to actually get into it, like, I can do it, you know what I mean? And now I have, and I have the knowledge behind what I learned, like, going through training and stuff like that. So, you know, I decided I had to do that just to be able to focus on everything else. So, yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
Anyway, so my weekend. No, fuck with you. I love that, Kayla, for real. And that is an accomplishment, and now that we all have some champagne in our glass, let's toast.
Okay, Dad. Cheers, guys.
Cheers to accomplishments,
Cheers to-
and shout out to motherfucking Nas.
Cheers to us for never settling for, like, less, I feel. Like, for always wanting to, like, get more out of our lives.
More
yeah.
life, like Drake said, you feel
Yeah,
me?
just like that.
Never settle for less.
We'll get
Don't
into
sell
that a little
yourself
bit more
short.
later.
Don't settle
like that.
yourself for less, in short.
Okay, anyway.
But nah, those are very, very true quotes that you guys just reprised. And
Yes.
I do appreciate those wise words of wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, we are going to get into our next segment of the show. And that is with our good friend Chef Tariq. Chef Tariq, what is the weather like in the neck of your woods? I mean what's the weather like in the neck of your woods? What does Al
Neck of
say?
you neck of the woods. You said it
Neck
right.
of the woods.
Yeah, you said it right.
But
What's
that's
the
not
weather
my-
like in
that's
the
not
neck
my-
of your woods?
That's not my topic.
Imagine Tariq pops out like a weatherman.
Dead ass though.
I'm dead.
But
Tariq, you
word
should
of the
present
day,
the word
hit
of
'em
the
with
day
it,
as a
bro.
weatherman.
Yeah.
I challenge you to that
What?
right now.
To
Present your word of the day as like a weatherman announcement.
I'm definitely hitting the AO button.
Yes, thank you, Daryl. So the word.
AO, what the fuck?
No.
Offer it.
just like how you did it for the commercial, Drew.
Oh yeah, you love that.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, go try it.
You
Try it.
got some.
I won't even hit the AO button. Go ahead.
So
try it.
yes, so thank you, Daryl. So the word of the day is a la carte. So now you see, ladies and gentlemen.
I like it. I'm liking
A la
I wish you
carte.
had a green screen.
No cap.
A la carte is a list of food that you can serve separately in restaurants. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So guys, and these are my anchors right here. So my anchor crew. An example of a la carte menu would be if I ordered a rack of lamb, and they say, what would your sides be? Okay, may I have some mashed potatoes, some green beans, some cornbread?
Okay.
All right, that's the a la carte menu.
Okay.
I can't do that for long.
Nah, I like that though. He's good at that.
Um,
You do impersonations in the mirror and shit?
yeah, I'd be doing you. You want to hear you do?
Oh. Nah, he actually does a good
I,
name.
Yeah.
I gotta post that clip. I have it clipped. I gotta post that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the a la carte, yeah. When they taught us in school, they had us do the pan-fried pork and the glazed beets
Them glazed beets though.
Um,
Them glazed beets and them glazed carrots.
yeah. But yeah, that's simple a la carte. You know, it's something that you order your meal, but it's just everything's sold separate. It's basically separate from each other. So you know, you have your appetizers, but your entree is basically you're gonna order like your dish and then add things to it, basically. So that's your a la carte, ladies and gentlemen. But I was actually wanting to throw it to you guys. Well, Kayla, not so much. Well, if you have stories from whenever you ordered food from a la carte, but do you have any stories from when you was in the class?
Yeah, I got one. Very memorable a la carte. Shout out to Albert Mendez for this. So, if my memory strikes me correct, Albert had did something to me. I don't know what he did, but he messed with me. And for that reason, I had to retaliate when we were in a la carte. And I remember Albert walking in, and we had McHugh. And he came through, got his food, got everything on his tray and everything, got to the end, was about to swipe his card. And literally, I said, "Chef." He turns around, looks at me. I said, "That student doesn't have on a neckerchief." Right there. Got him.
Oh.
Got him. McHugh said, went up to him, seen you didn't have a neckerchief, sent his ass right on out the kitchen, bro.
He didn't even get his food?
Nah, he definitely came back for his food. I know he came back for his food. All he had to do was throw on a neckerchief, but I remember that. But it was like a war that we were having. I remember that shit. It was funny. Good times. Me and Albert, we're good friends. Don't worry.
That's so funny.
We're not.
You guys are that's funny.
But we used to always just fuck around with each other.
Yeah.
Even in the dorms.
Yeah.
Like, you remember, it was just always like a 4-way battle between all of us. I used to love it. That was the family, 4th floor family, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Kaylee, you have any stories from ordering from a la carte?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, I got one more.
What?
When we fucked up the not beef broccoli, it was the broccoli and cheddar soup.
How'd you fuck it up?
You did that
the
in
entire class.
You did that in a la carte?
I believe it was some type of soup. I believe it was that, or it was like a parsnip soup or some shit like that.
The lentil soup?
Something like that, but we had to make like a big pot of it. They fucked it up anyway. Chef takes it, puts it in a big ass can, bro, and it was mostly like roux. Like it was mostly just fucking fat and flour, bro. Like literally. And Chef literally put it in a can, bro, put it on the table, took a fucking stack of plastic cups, and made all of us drink that shit. Made all of us drink that shit. Nobody could leave until we drank that shit. And on top of that, he said, if you leave with your cup full, you're getting a 0 for the day. On God. CIA don't play, bro.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
You know I had to gulp that shit down,
That
right?
ass.
Bro, I'm sitting there like, yo, what the fuck?
What the
Everybody was tight at the people that was on Soup Station that day.
That fucked it up.
Everybody was tight.
That's crazy.
Yeah, hell no.
I can't think of like any like real like memorable ones from a la carte, but the one I do remember, and I said it on here before, but I said it for I think another class, but a la carte, Bookie, first of all, I got Bookie, yo. This man Fridays, he literally would bring his Gatorade bottle filled with alcohol and juice, and literally would just pass it to each other during class on Fridays and just take swigs of it.
Y'all be drunk in the kitchen?
No, we weren't. I wasn't drunk.
Y'all weren't drunk. Y'all were just bold as fuck.
Yeah.
I would not have done some shit like that. Getting caught like that, you're donezo.
Yeah.
Yo.
Like, no, like I don't know who it was or whatever, but like I remember like one point hearing people talk about somebody in one of the other classes like was going into the storeroom and drinking all the wine, like the box wine that you guys had to cook with. I know, I'm like,
nah, yo. Remember graduation when we were in Garmager, my team leader got caught sipping the bottle, the wine bottle in that little alleyway where they were all serving wine and stuff. Got caught drinking by Kowalski, came around the corner, seen her, literally was just like, you're stripped of your duties of being a team leader, you're getting suspended from school and everything.
Damn. Wow. Who was your team leader at the time?
Her name was Amber.
Yeah, I don't remember. That's okay.
I think it was Amber, yeah. But yeah, she got kicked out, and I remember that. I was like, yo, what?
That's great.
Kowalski's like, he brought us all back to the classroom and he was like, I've never seen a class that was so disrespectful. During the graduation ceremony, your team leader decides to drink on the job. Like, how unprofessional is that?
Yeah.
And this is the person you all report to.
Right.
So I know like what her actions are reflect
Reflects
on
back
you.
on you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bro, I was working my
Right,
station.
that's not
I'm
fair.
doing
though.
my job,
That's
bro.
definitely
Like,
not fair. Yeah.
why am I getting punished?
Right,
Because
exactly.
Because it's CIA, so you know if one person did something dumb in your class,
Oh, that
everybody-
shit
They
was
try
so.
and-
That's how
I
it
hate
was.
that was the one thing now. Like I hate that they would try and blame other people's mistakes like on you. Like no, I am my own individual person. I am here doing what I have to do. Like just because somebody else did some dumb shit, no matter like what position they were or anything, like there is no comparison. And going back to what we were talking about before we started recording, that's what sets us different than everybody else. You know what I mean? Like just having a different type of mentality. But
Literally.
yeah.
Crazy, but man, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, but that is the word on the day. Back to you guys.
All right.
Tariq, you did good.
That was nice.
It was a decent
Yeah.
weather.
All right.
Decent weather report. Yeah.
Alright,
I'm
Oh no, word of the day.
I'm like Al Roker.
But cuter.
Hey.
Shoutout Nas.
Alright.
Anyway,
I was just trying to mind his business.
next topic is word on the street. You already know. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Lil
yeah.
Jon. So we're gonna have an actual open discussion today because it's not gonna be any information, any article that I just randomly found on the internet. You know, thing that Kayla hates that I do. But
Wow. Tell me how
But,
you really feel, Drew.
what is good with? First off, I'm gonna direct this to one of my coworkers, actually, Kayla. What is good with you and using AI, which is artificial intelligence?
Okay, guys, so what he's referring to was the other day I came across this IG post that basically led me to a bot on Discord called Midjourney, where you can literally like write in anything that you want as an image and it'll create it for you. Now, I sent it to the group chat and they loved it, but Drew is a little disappointed because he's not with the AI shit
I'm not.
at all. So, yeah, I mean, like, again, I didn't want to, like, do any app or anything, but, like, I mean, it was through Discord, and I had just downloaded Discord, I had it, and I was, like, starting to use it, so when I saw that it was on there, I was like, ooh, let me try it out, and I did. And I came out with some very, very, very fire images, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. You, Tariq, how do you feel about AI?
About AI.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to hear Andrew's thoughts on it first. Andrew has the
Okay,
biggest issue.
so like the
Andrew
thing
does
about
have the biggest issue.
the thing about AI is, first off, it came out of nowhere, guys. Let's just. It wasn't. The
No.
generators, they did.
It's been going on for decades.
Okay.
Decades.
for
They just
decades,
now
10
decided to put it out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere. They decided to put it out now. If it's been going on for decades, why now? Second of all, I just think that it creates too realistic of an image, bro. I literally seen one article and they asked AI to draw the future of humans. First it was like what we're doing now, then it showed us into our phones. After that, it showed us going into VR and stuff like that, then getting cybernetics, like on some cyberpunk shit. And then we're the final frame of it was we're turning into full-blown robots. Now this is what a robot,
Right, create.
artificial intelligence,
May I ask you a question?
is predicting. What's up?
So you don't like how they're putting apps out about the AIs?
Oh,
No. It's
the whole concept within
concept
itself,
of AI.
and just like why it came out of nowhere, basically.
Okay. So do you like to use like the what is it? The VR sets and stuff?
Like for PlayStation?
Like how
virtual reality, yes, I fuck with, but that's not artificial intelligence.
In what sense?
It's a video game.
But again, they're putting you into something that makes you feel real. They're putting you into the game where you're in a real situation.
They're providing you with a technology to allow you to basically become a robot by seeing an image through a screen. So close to your face that you feel like it's yourself. And you use your body functions to be able to simulate in the game.
So basically, for example, Nazir has the VR set, and he has like the roller coaster. And like when you're standing, like it looks like you're actually in a roller coaster, and like it'll like go down do the turns and stuff like that. And it actually will feel like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I forgot who. Someone like actually had it and it looked like they about to like actually fall. They're like like in our house and stuff like that. But it, like
Poppy and Gary.
Yeah, they took it off and they're like, yo, oh my god, that was so crazy. Oh my god, it's so real.
It's so crazy. So I've actually played a VR game before as well. Well, I played 2 of them. One of them was like a table bracket game. And that shit was like, I was in the living room, I had the set on, and like I had to be careful with like where I was going because like I was like about to hit shit dead ass and like knock shit over. The other one was a shooting game, and that shit was crazy because it was like, you know how I'd be having like the stickman, like the stickman or whatever, and so like I literally like, and that shit started off like right away, and like motherfuckers were coming at you when you literally had to like shoot them, duck under shit, and like go around and like. It was like so like real. It was so real. That shit was nuts.
So again, I kind of put it to you, Drew. Like, are you a fan of that stuff, but not a fan of what?
To me, artificial intelligence is totally different genre, concept, giant monster, whatever you want to call it, than a video game. Artificial intelligence can predict things that no other technology that man has created can do. A video game simulates. Artificial intelligence predicts. Do you see what I'm saying? See what the difference is?
But, so my argument here is...
And it's like, why are we using this tool so like... it's just such a complex situation.
It really is a very complex thing because, like, if we go a little bit deeper about, like, what you were just saying, like, before, like, the first, like, part of, like, describing it, is, like, if you actually think about it, though, there's a mind behind it. So, of course, this technology is going to, like, predict what this, like, maybe this person, like, is implying or, like, wants to get out of it, if that makes sense. So like going back to the example that you were saying before, where like it asked the question to like predict the future and it like predicted everything that we've been doing. Do you think that, well, I don't know, but I'm gonna assume that whoever created that specific like AI or like, I don't even know like how to use the terminology behind it, but like what I'm trying to get at is like, somebody, because it's man-made, somebody had to have input something to be able to get the results that we're getting now, right? So it has to have influence from that person. You know what I mean? So like if I'm the creator of it and I ask it what is human like the future gonna look like, of course I'm going to put all of the information that I know up to now and then like come up with some fucking next shit for the ending type deal. You know what I mean? Or like what we've already seen. Like on Black Mirror and shit like that, where it's these video games or, you know.
Black Mirror.
But I fuck with Black Mirror, that's the crazy thing. But I don't feel like that has any artificial intelligence. That's just what's the actual definition of artificial intelligence? I feel because like we need to understand how like what specifically we're talking about here. Alright, let's
because I feel like, sorry Tariq.
No, you're good because I mean that's a good point because if you're saying the app that came out where everyone was using it and you're like, oh, the government's tracking that, sure. But if we're talking about other things, because again, Drew specified it, he thinks he separates video games from what is happening basically.
Right. Yeah, because I'm curious because like
artificial intelligence is intelligence perceiving, synthesizing, and inferring information demonstrated by machines as opposed to intelligence displayed by non-humans, animals, and humans. Example tasks in which this is done include speech recognition, computer vision, and translation between natural, what does that say?
Languages.
Yeah, natural languages as well as other mappings of inputs. So like,
Bro, that's literally everything that's basically technology. That's basically technology as we know it. Because the first example you said, speech recognition, that's in our phones.
okay, this is, I think right here is what I have the most problem with. Computer vision. That's what I'm referring to.
Okay.
The prediction and like it literally says perceiving and inferring, bro. Like it's taking in information, reading this shit, and then just inferring what it feels would be the outcome of whatever situation.
That basically happens on like social media. So if we're talking about something, we're like, oh dang, I really want this game, but
like the algorithm.
The algorithm
will say, okay, throw a bunch of things out there to him that literally relates to what he's talking about.
And there's been some times where I'll just sitting in a room, not even on any piece of technology, and talking about some shit.
Yep.
And then I get online and it just pops up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
I still get ads about on YouTube when I'm trying to watch a video. I'll get ads about it saying LOC or how to build a website. I'm like, bro, I already have those. Get away from me.
Yeah.
But also I was gonna say is, Drew, do you talk to Siri? Because that's a form of AI.
I don't talk to Siri, but I talk to Alexa.
That's a form of AI.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
That is, right?
Because I love my artificial intelligence assistant.
My AIA.
Now you're just
I don't like the predicting shit and the computer imaging shit.
You're just scared that that we're gonna turn into robots.
No, it's really gonna be on some iRobot shit, bro.
Nah, but for real.
It's really gonna be on some iRobot shit.
I think it would be like The Last of Us or I Am Legend.
I still have to catch up on that too. Fuck.
I think.
And that's another thing too, because like the other day, my mom always likes to have the news in the background. I was working in my office. I heard something. It was a report on Shigella. And the only reason why I recognized that was because we have to learn it from. Yeah, I don't know specific. I know it, but I don't. You know what I mean? Like I've learned it. Like I mean, this is part of like food safety.
Yeah.
But it's a sort of bacteria. You know what I mean? And like that's what we're seeing with like shows like The Last of Us and stuff like that. And with COVID, like all of these different bacterias. Do you guys think? Well, this shit's just crazy though, because I feel like we're always gonna have this type of problem, but then it's gonna get to a point where, you know, we start to get like robots and shit, and then like I feel like it'll like take over the back. I don't know. Bro. I don't know. Like
I feel like stop predicting human death. Like
that's just crazy.
I feel like you know what it is. I feel like we're just getting older and the times are changing. So like back then, when like computers started coming out, it was like, oh my god, what is this? Oh, right. And then GPSs, they're like I was on a highway and I'm like, dang, if I didn't have my GPS, like how would I I would have to find a way to like learn how to read the map.
You gotta read the map. Yo, do you guys remember having to print out the MapQuest directions?
MapQuest, yeah.
Hey yo, I seen a post the other day.
That's how we got down to
Florida. I was like, that's how you know.
Bro,
that's how you know.
We said last week, we was like, yo, kids these days don't know what a yellow book or a white
white pages.
Like. Do y'all remember before, like, you know, on Waze and shit, they show you where the police were, like the police radars, and whenever you get up close to one, it would start going off. Do you remember those things?
Wait.
Yeah, that was in college.
Put in your car.
Yeah.
College is crazy, bro.
But I mean, again, like as we get older, like the technology, the AIs, they're going to improve on different things. So like how back then they had movies and they're like, oh yeah, by this date we'll have flying cars. But in our time, it's like we have the movies that are showing us what the future could look like for us. And like as we get older, our kids will have the same thing. So it's like.
Right, they'll experience that too because we're just gonna keep evolving.
Exactly.
And I feel like we're evolving faster within the last like couple years.
10 years?
It's not even. I mean, like I feel like within the last like 50 years we've gotten we've evolved so much so quickly, and like we just continue to do so. Like That's just wild. Like computers weren't we like this type of technology we wouldn't have had up until like 20 years ago. Like when we were born was when this shit was really starting to come out.
Yeah.
It is true.
That's just crazy. I feel like, and the
'Cause,
other
like,
thing
we're
too.
we're the last generation to really know what dial-up internet was. Like I remember that sound and everything. I remember sitting on the computer and knowing that you couldn't be on the computer and the phone at the same time. Like, shit was wild, bro. Like that was back in RuneScape days before like 2010, bro. Like that was like 2006, 2005 at times. Blockbuster was still coming to the crib.
Literally, Geraldo asked me this the other day. He was like, "Did I remember AOL?" I was like, "I
Hell
know
yeah.
what it
AOL,
was.
America
I know what it was,
Online,
but
hell yeah.
I never had it." He was like, "Yo, like there was a time where AOL had like you can like you can call someone or whatever, and like you won't get charged and stuff like that. So like, but if like someone made a call, like he used to yell at his mom when he was a kid, like, "Yo, get off the phone! I'm on it." Like you just said, like, and she's like, "What?" Like, he was like, "That was the only time we were really disrespectful to her, because like that was the only chance we had to be like talking to somebody and stuff."
There's one memory I remember like crazy, bro, because my cousin that I'm close with, his name's Daniel. He's 7 years older than me, but I remember back then he had the PS2 and we'd be playing fucking Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi, bro. And it is, mind you, it's like 2004 or 5, and this nigga is like on AIM, like messaging his friends too and shit, like crazy times, because you could see that shit visually,
Right.
but knowing that now we got PS5s and like shit, like he's probably not even fucking messaging niggas on his fucking laptop, he's just hitting them up on his phone, like
Right.
sending a text. Like it's just crazy how we've seen so much change in technical advances and even in the world and we're still only 25,
Right.
which is a very still considered young age. And like
Right.
yeah, we've seen mad
Yo,
stuff.
like that post you sent us the other day of the monitor, that new, what was it, LG? It was a monitor. You could use it both as like a TV or a computer monitor.
Oh, the thing that I sent?
The curve, yeah, the like, what was it called? Like,
I've always
completely
said shit like
curved
that.
screen.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was crazy. Like, never in my lifetime would I have ever imagined a screen to be able to curve.
Automatically.
The fuck?
With the motor joint.
Dead ass.
Bro, the TV, how they have the TVs where it curves.
That's what I'm
like,
talking about. It was that monitor, yeah.
Oh,
that,
no,
like,
but they had the TVs before
yeah,
that one
oh,
came
well,
out,
yeah,
too.
but like, that shit was great.
But it's just
my
like,
God.
bro, like, and remember when, you know what, one thing I love to talk about is the change in movie theaters when 3D first dropped, bro. And niggas was going ape shit. First 3D movie I ever seen was My Bloody Valentine, bro. And it was in 3D, it was a scary movie, bro. And like, that shit was crazy. I was like, yo! But now you go to the 3D and you're just like, okay.
Right.
Like, cause we're so like
Used to
spoiled
it.
with
We're
it
used
now.
to it,
We're
yeah.
used to it
Yeah.
now, so it's just like, alright, cool, yeah. They're popping up at me. I wish this shit was 4D so I could feel effects. Like,
So it feels someone slap you.
Right. You'd be like, oh shit, what the?
that ass,
Like,
like, oh
look
shit, I'm
at
really in
the
here.
door,
Look
yeah.
out, we was about to fuck somebody up.
I was about to, my fist was going right through that door. Like, stop playing.
But-
But have you guys been seeing like all these posts about like alien sightings?
Yes, bro.
That's another thing. So we
Bro,
see.
aliens are real.
So of course they are, but it was
Shout
only
out.
a matter of time before they like actually like before they were controlled. I'm gonna put it at that, and like actually like information released to us about them. That's what I'm gonna say.
We diving down the real rabbit hole today.
You know who's
But
a
that
big-
ties back-
You know who does that
I
a
feel
lot
like
too?
that ties back with this whole AI shit that we're talking about. Cause then what? They'll blame them for bringing it or something, and then that'll be like their scapegoat to be able to.
She
Just
sound like
it's like
Grace.
a whole.
She sound like Grace right now.
Last week, yeah.
She sound like Grace.
Oh
'cause
my
Grace
God.
was going off. She was like, yo,
That
all
shit's
these
just
alien
so
sightings.
crazy.
And it's crazy because she deadass be sending me videos after video, and I be like shook sometimes. I'm like, yo, I can't watch this shit because I'm gonna just think about this shit all day
All day.
long. You know what I mean? But like, yo, like I've been peeping that shit. And
Yeah.
it's been coming.
That
more and
shit's
more
just so
apparent.
crazy to me.
And it's crazy. So like,
It was really only a matter of time, but
yeah.
hey.
But
That's the word on the street.
that's the word on the street. I like that open discussion though. It was
I
nice
like that
little,
too.
nice little diddly bop. Shout out Nas. But yeah. It was
Hey,
good. It
yo.
was good. But yeah, that concludes the word on the the street.
Okay,
Should we
okay.
get Lil Jon for the one time? Why does this look like it's lighting up?
That's
Yeah.
not. It's not.
Don't
it.
it? No,
It's not.
thanks, Lil Jon. But Kayla,
Hi, that's me.
yeah, that's you.
Right.
It's time.
That's not it.
Bro, I sent the picture in the chat.
At least she got me, bro, because I was definitely going for dark purple.
Right,
But
and
the boxing.
the boxing, right? The
The-
ding,
no
ding,
cap.
ding, ding,
Ding,
That- I
ding.
mean,
Well,
that
yeah,
would've-
that's good for her too. She's
Ding, ding,
violent.
ding, ding.
She's violent. I'm done.
I love that. Well, guys, today's topic, I feel like we're going to continue to do something a little different that I haven't done yet either. And it's basically an open discussion as well. But it is on a subject that a very, very, very good friend of all of ours, Kat and I,
Shout out
Katarina,
Kat.
Shout out Kat.
We were
Big
talking
slime
about
Kat.
earlier.
Happy birthday, slime.
Happy birthday, Kat. Her birthday is this weekend. Happy birthday.
Happy
Big
birthday,
slime, big
baby.
slime.
Sorry I can't be there, but
Slap,
Right.
slap,
Oh, it
slap,
is.
Slap,
Oh.
slap, 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 slap.
Anyway. Anyway, but so I came across a picture of her yesterday, and I sent it to her. It was from like later, a little later in the year when we met each other, and basically I was just like thinking about how, so she was one of the first people to really like compliment me like about the podcast and stuff like that, and she really liked my subject on spirituality. I feel like we connect very well on that, and I was like, I always thought about like wanting to dedicate a little topic for her, so I wanted to ask her something that she's been thinking about, that's been on her mind, that she kind of wanted to discuss about it so that I could talk about it on the show. And so basically when we're talking, it was mostly like, so, just like all of us, where we've kind of found our things outside of just being in a restaurant, is like, how do you like kind of navigate that, right? And then like in all of the ways basically, so like not just physically, but like mentally and like emotionally too, like how do we deal with other people in regards to it and such. So it was just like, it was crazy because like we were talking too about how like people sometimes can look down on you for like wanting to change your career path, or like we all went to school to be chefs, like, I mean, first of all, what defines us as a chef, right? But then like from there, just like finding those routes outside of just being in a traditional kitchen, and just walking a different route, and like how we kind of have found like what we're supposed to do, what we're meant to do, what we feel like is the right thing to do at this moment. But I thought it was an amazing subject, honestly, because like how I mentioned before, I feel like we all can differentiate ourselves from the average person by the way that we think and the things that we do and the things that we say, how we live our lives basically. And I feel like that's, why we're all here today, and we've just like been pushed into it. But it's basically, it's basically what the topic is today.
yeah.
No, that's not it.
What do you mean?
That's not it.
That's the topic. It's like we're gonna have a discussion on this.
Oh, I was about to say, girl, I ain't hitting that button yet. That'd be fucked up. Anyway, yes.
You was not paying attention.
No, I
That's
was.
what that tells me.
I was
And we
paying
went through
attention.
it at
I was
Lion
paying-
Rock.
Wait, Kayla.
Don't.
He wasn't paying attention because he was on his AI. He's on his phone.
Bring it.
Ding, 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 ding.
No, I was gonna say, I mean, that kind of fits what you just said, basically. Like, we all do something outside of the traditional restaurant. I mean, Drew just got out of the traditional restaurant setting, and I mean, me and you
Right.
do literally what we do on our own. Like,
Yeah, I just got out. This is my first day out, fam.
And doesn't it feel fucking
Some of
amazing?
my family. Now, actually, it really hasn't hit me yet because, like, when I get up in the morning and I just
You don't have to go to work.
don't
You're
gotta
gonna
go
be
to
like,
work,
oh
I'm gonna be
shit.
like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm chilling for right now. You know? Y'all might get that midlife crisis, fucking
text.
quarter life crisis
Right.
text, like,
That's what you're saying.
It's over, guys. I'm done. That was our last show.
Right.
Like,
But I mean, just for me, like the route or the lane that I'm in is really unorthodox from how a lot of chefs are.
no kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, like one may just do like sauces and stick with selling sauces, or one may try to just go TV shows and stick with TV shows, or one may just catering. I'm gonna do catering. I'm literally in every.
We trying to do
single
it
thing.
all, baby.
Literally,
Like dead
like-
ass, yo. Dead
like,
ass. I
us-
love that about us.
Us with me with the show, having you guys on, and with the podcast. That's the entertainment of it. Then catering, servicing what I really wanted to do in food, helping seeing people happy and smiling over what brings them joy, and then selling, trying to get sauces that I want to create out, and trying to figure out how I bottle them, trademark them, and get them out to the world so everyone can try them and stuff like that. So it's like there's so many different lanes that I'm in, where it's like it's all in one, where it's like so many things to juggle, but it's like I'm doing it. I'm not in one place and saying I'm doing this routinely every day. There's always something different I have to do every day. You know what I mean? So I mean,
Yeah.
that's just me, but you guys are doing the same thing too.
Yeah, no, basically. And I mean, like, I feel like, that kind of goes hand in hand with what we were discussing earlier when you said, I quit my job. Like, so did I. And I realized that, and it's funny because one of my friends asked me, like, what made you realize that? And what made me realize that was, like, when it got to a point where, like, again, I was just so stressed that I didn't know how I was going to do everything. I was like, no. I need to, like, yeah, the money could be fucking amazing very, very fast, but what is the point of me trying to pursue something like that where, like, I basically, like, I could possibly lose everything else that's going on that I'm actually truly passionate about, and, like, I know I'm gonna get rewarded from, like, anyway, you know what I mean? So, like, it's just a matter of time and having a little bit more patience, like, showing up for, the trials and tribulations of it, because that's really just what it is. It's like being able to go through these situations and understand the hardship, go through it, and then say, okay, you know what, like, I had to deal with this, let's deal with it in a healthy way, and then let's move on from it. Like, just continue to learn and continue to grow and continue to, like, be better people than we are now. Like, because, I mean, like, essentially my life, like, message, or, like, my life purpose, I don't even really know how to say it, but it's basically just, like, I feel like I truly am meant to just be here to be able to learn as much as I can and, like, teach other people about that and, like, pass on that knowledge, because ultimately there's a lot of different ways to be able to do that, and the more that you know, the more that, like, that next person can benefit from and, like, just live a better life because of,
Yeah.
That's just so crazy. Like, there's something else I could continue to go on forever and ever.
Drew,
Well,
how you feel about it?
You haven't said much. He said, oh my god.
well, going off what Kayla said, to be honest, I do feel very, very relieved. This almost, like, boulder has been lifted off my shoulders. Not saying that the place was a burden or anything, but, like, bro, like, from day one, we were doing mad shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, from putting furniture in there to, like, literally, like, moving equipment and, like, trying to come up with recipes, like, actually helping the staff come up with recipes and stuff like that. Like, you put in mad work, bro, like, and you get to the end and you look over all of it, and it's just like, yeah, you did all this work, and, like, even though you didn't get the accolades that you feel you deserved for it, or, like, you felt like you were shorthanded, like, you owe it to yourself to know that you put in that work and you gave it that all, your all. You know what? You were the one that got up every fucking day and drove to Boston and drove back, bro. Like, you didn't have to do that, but you did it. You feel
Hell
me?
yeah.
Drew, question: do you feel like, besides, like, what they're paying you, besides whatever benefits you got, do you feel like you were respected, or they like appreciated what the work you put in?
I feel like I was shorted in a way, but I feel like I was respected also because most of those managers that came in, I trained.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the people that got hired over me, I trained. Like, I was there since day one. Like, and I'm not saying that to sound like some fucking asshole. Like,
No, but it's true.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, hey, like, you didn't know what was going on when you came in here, and I knew what the fuck was going on. I put you on.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you did whatever you did with all that information, which I can't be mad at you. Shit, I'm where I'm at for a reason. Like, and to be honest, I never, in the industry, I'm not very big on brown nosing or kissing ass and anything like that. And sometimes in a company setting, I feel like to climb the ladder, the corporate ladder, you have to brown
You have to do that, yeah.
And I'm not really into that. Like, I'll play my part, I'll learn my whole station, I'll learn all the fucking stations.
Mm-hmm.
Just cause I know, like, you're gonna have to come to me at some point to train up or to learn how to do some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, where I played my part was fine for me. Like, I didn't need any supervisor position, I didn't need to, cause shit, I've seen what they go through.
Right.
Like,
that's why I've never wanted to
I'm
get
not-
into a supervisor position either.
I'm on the outside looking
I'll do
in,
that for
you feel me?
myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Before, like, I'm not gonna.
I don't
I'm,
need
like,
you to sit here and like, oh yeah,
For
like,
nobody
you
else.
should go for that supervisor position because
Yeah.
you know it's open. Like, nah, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And like, it's not like I didn't want better for myself or anything like that because like, yeah, it's cool, it's better money and everything, but like, do you know, like, do you really want to take on that stress?
Exactly.
Do you literally want to live there? Like, that's
Mhm.
and that's literally what
That's
that
what it comes
comes
down
with.
to.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I rather just do my fucking schedule and take my ass home, bro.
Mhm.
I know I'm still getting paid well, and I'm
Mhm.
still getting benefits, so fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need all that shit. We got
Mhm.
extra stuff. You know what I mean?
And I bring that up because again, me and you worked at the Boston Renaissance, and I say it all the time. COVID was a blessing for me.
To be honest,
Because-
COVID was a blessing for all of us there because I didn't think I was ever gonna leave.
Because that too, but where Drew had like his position in the hotel, and that was it. He didn't do it. He didn't need to do anything else. I was basically the tournée. I like did every single thing. I did breakfast. I did dinner. I did lunch.
Yeah.
I set up stations. I did cafeteria. I did my actual position serving like hired guests and serving doing dinner for overnight staff while still trying to do other things. Like I literally went for a supervisor position, and like you said, brown nosing. I didn't get it because someone did that. Because they were all up in all the supervisors. And even when there were people like said I should have got that position, I did not. Even when on stages, and I don't like stages, I don't like battling, even though we try to do cooking battles now, but I don't like doing that stuff because my nerves, I still put in, improved that day, and everyone said I still should have got it, and I didn't. And I feel like from the Renaissance, I wasn't always appreciated, and I feel like you weren't, because especially you,
Definitely. What?
especially you, I feel like anytime I was there, all I heard was, oh, Daryl didn't do this, Drew didn't do that, he didn't do this. This
It was
and that.
always what he didn't
It
do
was-
and not what
It
he
was
did
always,
do.
oh, who was here last night? Oh, why did
And
they?
I wouldn't even be there sometimes.
And
That'd
literally,
be the
It's
craziest
crazy.
part.
and they were,
It's crazy. Again,
there-
it's not what you didn't. What
Literally.
you didn't do.
there were
is what,
there were
right?
times it would be me and Drew. We would do everything. We'll get killed on the line and still try to prep everything.
Literally.
And then I would have to turn around in the morning, drive back 45 minutes to work, just to hear someone say, "Oh, who set up last night? Oh, they didn't do this and that. Oh, Daryl, he didn't." How do
They were
you know
always-
what
they were
Daryl did?
always
How
on
do you
their
know
dick,
what
bro.
me and Drew
Oh
did
my
last
God.
night,
Bro, I hated that place, bro.
bro? And it's
Oh
like,
my God.
again, that's why I feel like that. And that's why I
But
actually
that was truthfully just a toxic workplace.
It was.
That's literally all it was.
There's
at the
always
end of the
one
day,
of
because obviously I'm coming there. You're not firing me. You're not writing me up.
Right.
You're just complaining.
Right.
And obviously that shows that I'm doing my job and I'm getting the work done, you're just coming up with bullshit to complain about.
And that's why I feel like
just creating a bad narrative about me, like, and I literally would just, you see me, I'd go in there every day, just fuck them, like,
do what you gotta do.
I'm here to make money. I'm not. It's not a popularity. I say it all the time. It's not a popularity contest. Y'all motherfuckers don't have to like me.
Right.
I'm just here to make money so I can pay my bills.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
And I mean, but that's why I even brought the question up, because one, I feel like now that I started the business and stuff like that, and I brought everyone on, like we were like, there's so many things that we want to do and get done, but like, just for you and looking back and seeing, like, I remember when you started at the Queen or whatever, but you just tell me this is happening. Oh, this is happening. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh,
Chris left.
I'm Chris. They doing this to Chris. Oh, this and that's happening. This happened. So someone from the Renaissance got a job. Oh, they just quit because this has happened. It's like, and I'm like, bro, why is he still there? Or like, you'll go away for vacation and get punished the next week and have to work a day you shouldn't have to, you didn't need to work.
Literally.
Like, that's not what that's not how a job's supposed to work. That's not how the kitchen should be.
Nope.
Like, we've worked in good kitchens and we've worked in the bad ones. We know it's not supposed to be like. So when I would hear your stories, and I'm like, bro, like, this is ridiculous.
I'd be like, how am I getting punished? You guys approved of my vacation, and now I have to give you back a day of my weekend. That a day. I'm
so crazy.
Like a day I'm shorted on on you guys coming for the show and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, word, I'll have Drew, and you would text me late at night. Bro, they said I gotta come into work because I took last week off. Or I didn't show up a day. That's ridiculous.
And it's like, bro, I'm not required to work 40 hours. Like, it's an option. I am a full-time employee. But like, if I miss a day, bro, I miss a day, bro. Like,
right.
I have the vacation time. I have the hours. Like, I've literally been there. On my shit when I was looking at HR, it literally said grandfather. Like, I was the only one with that shit in parentheses next to my name. Like, bro, I got the vacation time. Like, I never stressed it really, but like, looking back at, like he said, looking back at all the stuff that we went through there, it's just like, whoa. And it definitely deserves.
That like brings you back to like again.
Same with CIA though. It's like the
just
same.
Not being appreciated, for like what you're worth and like what you actually like bring to the table and like showing respect for that.
Cause those when we would fail those fucking practicals, that shit was soul crushing, bro. And it wasn't even that we were bad. It was just the way your instructor would make you feel after. You know what I mean? Like, and like, would you serve this to your mother? Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, like, why would you serve that to me if you wouldn't serve
if
that to
I was
your mother?
ever a chef instructor, I like at that school, that I would definitely not be as hard as those chefs were when we were there.
Like, everybody
That's
knows.
not how you learn. Like, you don't truly learn.
That's literally how you create resentment. That's like, that's what.
That fuels anger for you to like go into the kitchen and be able to work these fucking crazy hours that they expect us to work.
Just to prove something.
Right.
And it's crazy. That's another thing that we have to talk about.
Like
we have to touch a basis on that, because there's times where like you be so angry and stuff like that, and you're like, you say to yourself, yo, fuck it, like, I'm just gonna work harder and show these motherfuckers that I can do it, you know what I mean? And it's like, you'll work until you burn yourself out, and you're proving nothing, because these people that you're trying to prove it to don't give a shit at the end of the day. And that's kind of where I got to a point at the Marriott, because I remember when I first got there, before you got there, I would work my ass off, bro. Like, I would be exhausted when I came home and shit like that. But after a while, and after you got there, bro, like, I just got to a point where it's just like, bro, it doesn't matter if I do it, it doesn't matter if I don't. They're still not going to be fucking satisfied at the end of the day. So why the fuck should I work harder to try to please you when you still won't give a shit? I could fucking work 1,000 fucking hours this entire week. I could pull doubles this entire week, and you won't even turn around and look at me and say, yo, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the kind of people we were working among, and that was the kind of environment that we were in. So it was just like, fuck it, like, if you're half-assing, like, not saying that I'm gonna half-ass, I'm just gonna do my job. And that's what I did.
Do what you gotta do what you can do.
There's no reason for me to fucking go extra time. Like you said, they had you flipping every fucking place, every station. I remember, bro, you would literally be working a shift with me, and I'd be like, when do you work again? And you're like, oh, I gotta come back here in the morning. I'd be like, fuck that shit. Like, I wish they would pull that shit with me.
I would, like, when I used to take the train, and I would literally work the night, get on the train or try to make the train, or if it was a weekend, call a Lyft to get home and try to sleep for like 2-3 hours and try to get myself up to call another Lyft because the train wasn't running that early in the morning to get to work for 6 a.m. And then if someone called out, oh, okay, can you work a double? Or, oh, we need you to help us with this thing. We need you to help. And it's like...
Yeah, and the bread wouldn't really even reflect that you were working all that, them hours, bro.
It was helping. But the worst part of when I was there was... Because it was... We were, what was it? I forgot what it was called. Dang it. We were union. Yeah. So there was we basically had the tier system, but I was last on the list. So if it was slow, I wouldn't get a call for a day or two. Like I would go days without work, and then it's, oh yeah, like we need you to work this. Oh yeah, we need you to do a double today.
Yeah,
oh now, and then it's like,
shit, right?
So now it's you have me going for weeks without working. So then just straight working non-stop.
Overworking.
Every day. It's like
that was another reason why they didn't put me into a lot of things either, because I had seniority, because I had been there already for like a year and some change by the time you came along, right? So like that shit was just like shit. My shit's already set in stone. So
but you was only just the restaurant too.
Yeah, just
so like,
in the restaurant.
If
they had only, you back and forth.
If they called you, it was only for breakfast if they needed. Yeah. But I got called for everything. Yeah. There was one day where I didn't work, and someone wrote me in on the schedule, and this is what they used to do to me all the time. They would write me in on the schedule, and if I didn't check it, I would get screwed because I wouldn't know. I literally was sleeping. I get a call and I see it's the running stuff. So I'm like, I'm not picking it up. Someone leaves a voicemail. I said, I opened the voicemail. It was Rohan. He goes, yeah, you're late for your shift. I'm trying to see where you're at, this and that. I said, what? I call him back. I said, well, I'm not working. He goes, oh, well, I'm looking at the schedule right now. Yeah, you're working. I said, I literally had to rush up, drive through traffic to get to work. Because in prep for
that's the worst.
Because someone wrote me in but never told me about it.
Oh hell no! If somebody wrote me in and didn't tell me about it, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm not showing up. You better figure out the fucking problem, cause yeah, no.
And this is why I said I felt like I wasn't always appreciated.
Yeah, no.
Like there was some people they were the people that did appreciate the work that I did, but they were the people that just didn't.
Right.
Like
that's just so crazy. I hate when like other people try and like look down on you too for wanting to do something different. Like that tells me you need to like soul search. Like you need to find your like if you're reflecting that energy onto me, like there's some deep digging that you need to do and figure your shit out first before you come and try and judge me for what I'm doing and like just trying to like become a better person. Cause like oh my god, yeah, that's just so crazy.
No, that's crazy.
But yeah, guys, I mean it's like amazing too how I mean like even you, Drew, like trying to do, you know, your whole concept with Second Human and still like doing the food thing on the side, like just how you're combining those passions together.
Why are you stuck?
Did you see what he just did to me?
No, I just seen him.
The camera saw it. You'll see. You guys will see it. Mark this time, 1:23. Yep. Anyway, that was my topic for today, guys.
Anyway.
Yeah, fuck you too, girl.
That was a good one.
I like that. That was chock full of info.
Though. That was really good.
Yeah, and good experiences.
It's just
genuine
like
experiences.
shit that we continuously talk about.
Yeah.
What are you tired of what we talk about? The way you just said it. Like, anyway.
I love it. It's like us. It's who we are. It's what we will always preach.
Yeah. So what was the discussion that you had on your
talks about not judging people, judges people.
Judges, stairs and what was it? Judges and
stairs and disappointment.
Yeah, but
our topic for today, guys, is our friends, our friendship. I feel like today's episode we tied a lot of it into it. We've had stories from a la carte where we talked about us joking with our friends or having fun with our friends in class or us doing things with our friends, and we talked about it a lot on past episodes where we talked about our friends and us and stuff like that. So I mean,
They heard that. They heard
I just
all of
wanna-
that. The audience did.
I just want to.
ASMR shit.
I just
We
wanna-
need food. Where's the food? What are we eating for dinner
What are we
today,
eating
guys?
tonight?
I don't know.
It's on you.
I did not plan for dinner. I'm an
Horrible.
asshole. I
You
know.
had one job. Feed your friends.
I don't know.
You don't love us?
I do love you guys. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe just pizza.
I didn't think you loved us.
It's always pizza.
It's
Can
always
we get
pizza.
can we get from like a pizzeria and not Domino's?
No.
All right, so our topic, our friends and stuff.
It's about friendship, and you see how amazing these two are, and how much they love each other.
Yes.
Yo, the first time I ever met Tariq, I let him have an endless array of snacks. No bullshit.
We said that last week.
I know. But yeah, just
Tariq's like,
just reminding.
And
Shout out Nas.
and he met me when I was only 17.
No cap. I knew this kid since he was 17, bro. That shit's wild. Kayla, you too. You was 17.
I'm
You was
dead.
17.
Definitely was.
She was 17.
I was 17.
You just-
yeah.
No cap.
I turned 18 like 2 weeks later.
2
or something
weeks
like
later,
that.
you did.
We can't
You
even-
was still 17.
I was 17.
No, that's what it was. Drew was 17. He turned 18.
18,
We started
because it
school 3 days later.
Yeah. And
And then-
I was lit.
And then we
I
leave for
was
3 weeks.
18.
Then we leave for 3 weeks. Come back.
I had
it's
the
my
whip and
birthday.
everything. I remember that.
Deadass,
Deadass. I was
just like
skirt.
Don't worry, dead. I guess the best way to do it, I'll just throw out some names from our friends, and we'll just talk how much they mean to us. I'm saying,
What?
y'all like that? I
We're
don't know.
gonna shout some people out.
Just some names, some friends of ours.
You wanna shout out our friends today?
Mutual friends, and if we have some other ones we want to throw them out. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck?
Why not? It's our friends, like.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm fucking trolling. Go.
Hey, you guys heard it here first. Directly from the source.
I'm fucking trolling, bro. Go.
Well, actually, let's start with Kat. Kat, we started talking about Kat and stuff like that.
Yes, thank you,
let's
Kat. I love that I was able to dedicate this episode, this segment to you. I loved it. We had an amazing conversation. I feel like everybody that's around me that are my true friends, like, you just gotta be like on another level.
Big Sean Cat. Shat.
Oh my god. Can't take you anywhere.
Yo, for real though, shout out Cat.
Nah, yeah, she's
The,
awesome.
Cat's a cool person.
It's funny because like Kat's always been like really quiet, or like I would always see Kat like, oh hey, what's going on? Kat, like, nice little small quick discussion, and like, all right, I won't see her for like another week. But like when she's there, it's like, oh, like Kat's here, like it's like it's fun, it's good vibes. Like,
She always brings good
She's
stuff.
gonna hear this and like be crying. I love you. We
besides,
love you.
besides the time she's came down here, and we like just like going at each other's neck for over games and stuff like that.
Deadass though.
But no, Kat's really cool.
Love that.
What about Chef Norm? Big Josh.
Of course, Chef Norm.
Chef Norm. We met that kid.
Who? He loves saying that shit.
Who? We met that kid literally the first day of orientation. Like, it's funny because me and Josh, like, we knew each other, but we never really like hung out like that first year, unless like I seen him in the A or like outside of class, and we literally would like give each other the loudest dap in the world. Like, we were like, what the hell? And it's just like, no, it's just me and Josh. But like freshman year, like we weren't that close. If we really started to get close that summer, when after y'all went to the Wiz concert and we went to Drake and Future, and he was at your house that week or that like few days, but when I got there, like that's when me and Josh really started to like, okay, like.
That's when y'all
Josh
first
is here.
became Jersey boys.
And then
I'm
and
fucking
then
dead.
and then when we got back to school and Josh was like, nah, I'm in your class now. I said, oh, it's lit.
lit.
Me, Bookie, Josh, and me and Josh since then was like, anytime we literally got up, it was always crazy. Like something happened. Like
Bro, it's what's crazy to me though, like I had different friend groups
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
when we first got there, and I would equally hang out with y'all
everybody.
like equal time. And then over time, I remember starting to blend y'all all together until we all just kind of became one.
You were the one that connected them
and
all.
and
That
I
connected
love-
all of us.
I love
Like,
how
You
you-
used to
like-
just randomly come
I
into
love
my
how
room
you-
like, I didn't even know who the fuck you was.
Exactly.
I
But-
love how
And
you
look,
just
we're
try
here
to
now.
say-
I love you.
Because look at the connection. Look.
And this is
Look,
what he
watch
used to
the
do at
connection.
school too.
Look at the
This is what he
connection.
used to
Watch
do
the
at school
connection.
too.
Watch the connection. All right, we're gonna start off with two milestones right here. Joey, Albert, boom. I've known them since what? Junior year of high school. We had Vo-Tech together. We did that. Okay, boom. They were going to CIA. I already knew about that because when we first came there, I was like, yo, I got some boys that are coming here from the school that I went to school with.
He did.
And they're gonna come here. Boom, they arrived. Everybody started chilling. Okay, Nandar, he was lost cause. I had to kind of shimmy him into the group phase. Boom, Chris. Whenever I started hanging out with Josh, Chris was whenever we were gonna go smoke at John's house, Chris would always be poking his head out, looking at us, and we would always be like, yo, what is he staring at? And we would always just dip on him, right? So there was this one time I was getting ready to leave, and it was me and Josh, and we were getting ready to dip to John's house, and he's poking his head out, and I was just like, yo, like Josh, like this kid definitely wants to talk to us, bro. Like he wants to chill or something. So I was like, yo, bro, what's up? And he was like, nothing, chilling. And I was like, word, like you smoke? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, word, you want to come chill with us? And he was like, word. Came with us, got him fried.
Right.
Chris ain't smoked. That nigga ain't never smoked a day in his life before.
Dead.
But it's crazy now because look at Chris, bro. But yeah, bro. And then that's how we started all hanging out.
Influence.
Huh?
And you say you're not a bad influence.
I'm not a bad influence.
My ass.
If y'all played a recap of me doing crazy shit, do you think you would have a big long highlight reel?
You know,
Yes.
A decent
Yes.
length. Yeah.
You said
Yes. I have memories from school I can have as a highlight reel. Not even ones on my phone. And that's just from school, not even talking about now.
Look at that.
Bro, but it's crazy though. Like, I don't know. I just love that it all ties back together and goes back to I really value my friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love creating memories. I literally have a memory with each and every one of y'all, like literally, and there's not like just some random. Even Nas, I have memories with. Like, shout out Nas.
We won't talk about it.
Anyway, but yeah, like I like to just create memories with people. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something that everyone's
That's what
gonna
life is,
remember. And
right?
like,
Exactly. It's
if
what
I don't
stick
see
with
you in 30 fucking years, you know, I could come up and be like, yo, remember fucking 30 years ago when we did that fucking shit, man? Like, yo, and we're just all gonna start laughing and shit. And like, we'll be 30 years older with like a 30-year-older laugh. But like, hopefully you don't have like sciatica or anything, or your hair turns gray, or
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know, just predicting.
What are you, AI now?
Look at him. Like,
Yeah!
What is wrong with him?
God damn.
There's so much wrong with him.
Yeah, I like that. I like how you caught that on the set. Say it.
What is that? I knew you were gonna make it.
Kill the clown.
You're fucking stupid.
Speaking of Joey and Albert, what about
Slime.
them and Alex?
Big slimes. Dead
Joey.
ass. Fuck Evan Valentik. Fuck Evan Valentik, man.
Oh my
And
god.
Evan, if you ever listen to this podcast, bro, that shit was fucked up that you pulled. Lied to everybody talking about you said goodbye, bro, knowing that we was all in class, bro. That shit's some shady shit. But nah, I hope you're doing well in life, bro. I miss you too, bro. Shout out Evan Valentik.
That's
First it was fuck Kevin, and then it's shout out to Evan. I love that, you know.
Continue.
You gotta just let that out. You gotta
No,
get that out there, because you never know. He may listen
Nandar
to this
too,
one
though.
day.
Nandar too.
They may both listen to
Because
this
look,
one day.
Tariq,
you know?
when's the last time you seen Nandar?
when we dropped them off at
Uh-huh.
the train station to go on an
Uh-huh.
externship.
You know when the last time I seen Nandar? When we dropped him off at that train
to
station.
go on externship.
And we was supposed to see him again, right? He was supposed to come back. Where'd that motherfucker go? He left. And that's what I'm talking about. Summer friends don't change.
Real friends. How many of them?
Summer
True.
friends never stick around.
I mean,
But y'all was year round, so like
Yeah.
that's why y'all still here.
again, back to Albert, Evan, and Joey. Honestly, the memories I have with them are crazy. Like I said during the tournament, like us getting into Joey's Jeep and going to get food, going to Wendy's to get
Joey's Jeep
fours.
and
Like-
Shorty throwing up in the back seat.
Oh,
Like,
man.
going to a party and like everyone just getting into Joey's Jeep because he's the only kid besides Andrew, and we never could find Andrew who had a car. We're like Andrew
Andrew
goes to
was
party.
out. He was like,
Jo-
"Fuck you guys."
Andrew was at John's house smoking, and we're like, all right, well Andrew's not going. Let's just all get in Joey's Jeep, and he just drove everywhere. Like that's how he was.
Like really was me and Joey were the only ones pushing it back then. That's crazy.
Literally, like me and Alex, like yo, the basketball days, like me and Alex literally just walk to breakfast, get on the bus, play the game, come back, chill, eat. Like even Bachelor, when it was just me and Alex, like bro, like we used to be like it was like clockwork every day. We'll get out each other last class, egg, let's go to the egg, eat, and just chill the rest of the night. Like that was like what it was. And Albert, too many memories. Too many, bro. Picking Albert, me and Alex had to go pick Albert up from across the street after this kid was like drunk and carry him all the way back to the door, to the room. Man's made it all the way back to the room. I'm about to go to bed. Alex texts me, he's like, "Yo, can you help me? This kid threw up."
Oh man.
Like I had to go bring his stuff to the washer while Alex helps him out, or whatever. But like, too many memories.
Definitely too many memories. Like, oh my god.
But Kayla, I got one for you, Laura.
Of course, Laura.
The three of us driving back from school.
Yup. Always. That shit was so lit, honestly. Like, I love that I knew you guys from here. Like, you guys are literally like, I don't know. Like, we belong together. Like, and not even like that.
Hey, yo!
I don't push the buttons on myself. No, but like, and seriously, because like, we literally were kids. You know what I mean? We were fucking kids, like, when we met, for real. And like, to see us all as grown-ass adults, I mean, like, fucking Laura and Albert getting engaged finally. But like, congratulations.
Hit
Because
the
like,
applause button for them.
I fucking.
That's not the applause button. You just hit the boob.
No, I hit the rim shot. Whoa.
Jesus, that was like, what the hell? God damn.
Hey, yo. Listen, I got just too excited, so I was just like, I mean, listen, it was still a goal, you know, or not a goal, but like, anyway.
Shout out to Laura and Albert.
Yes, definitely. I love that.
Shout out to Albert and Laura.
You just said it, but
Backwards. Yeah, so they didn't
Laura and
push
Albert,
that
Albert and Laura.
Either way, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Albert Laura.
Mhm.
Mr. and Mrs. Laura Albert.
Okay.
Equal. Bridegroom.
What?
Feel me? Anyway,
You drunk?
continue.
Anyway,
Sorry,
right? Are you
drunk?
drunk? Do you have any more left, by the way, in there? Excuse
I
me.
got another one. I don't know. It's kind of giving me a headache, but I think I didn't drink enough water today.
There's nothing left.
There's another one in there. Yeah, you want some? You want some more bubbly
I mean, no, it's okay. You can
after the show?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe with our dinner.
Oh yeah, depending on what we eat. What we eat? You should order this pizza.
We're eating.
We about to
demons.
finish anyway. What?
We're eating demons.
Oh my
You just-
god.
All right.
Anyway.
Is there any other friends you guys have
Oh my
outside of
God.
our friend groups?
I
or-
mean, there's so many
James,
people.
Johnny,
James.
John.
Literally. I could name so many right now.
I can name a lot. Friends from back home too. You know.
Right.
Like
I
there's
mean, like,
so many
yeah,
memories
friends from my
back home.
childhood. Like, dead ass.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. This shit's...
Yeah, but I mean that's our talk for today, guys.
Yeah.
Our friends. We value our friends. We cherish our friends.
You guys know who you are. If you're a true person in my life, you definitely know who you are.
Chad,
and I love you very,
Nick,
very,
Lewis.
very, very, very much.
Cottrell, aka Cat Gay. That's my guy.
What?
Yeah, Cottrell. It was like a childhood joke. I always used to call him Cat Gay.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I probably.
Oh, Bookie as well. I didn't say Bookie's good.
She's like. But like, yeah, he's. I shouldn't have said that on the.
I don't think you
Yeah,
should have.
why?
Now the whole
Okay,
world knows.
anyway.
The whole
My
world
guy,
knows
Cottrell.
you
Shout
call
out Cottrell.
cat gay. Shout out to cat gay. Cat Gay, if you on Twitch and you gonna be watching us, shout out to Cat Gay, alright?
Shout out Jover, shout out KT, shout out Jordan,
Shout out Grace.
shout out Grace, shout out Anthony, shout out Chris.
Damn, all y'all shout out a bunch of
Jonathan.
people. I feel like I gotta shout out a bunch of
Yeah,
people.
everybody
Bro,
in Jersey.
Matt.
Shout out Matt, Rook, Raven.
I didn't say that, I just said Matt.
Shout out Moose. Shout out my nephew
No,
Moose, bro.
The dog?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he be coughing like he got emphysema.
Oh my
When I'm
god.
smoking blunts near him.
Oh my god. Poor
That's-
thing.
That's my guy.
One of my
Shout out-
friends
shout-
from high school actually has a dog named Moose as well. Lucas, you remember Lucas?
Lucas,
yeah,
yeah.
Lucas.
Yeah, shout out Lucas.
Shout
Why
out
don't you-
Lucas.
I don't know Lucas, but shout
Bruh,
out.
shout out Lucas. Like,
Lucas supports us.
I have like, yeah,
He
definitely.
really does.
Lucas, who else? Let me see.
Me and Lucas
Last year when I saw
chilled
Lucas,
before.
alright, so he actually invited me to a cookout. I saw a bunch of people that we went to high school with.
Jamie.
Shout
No,
out
Jamie wasn't there, but shout out to Jamie.
Jamie went to high school with us.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
Mario, I'm trying to. Well, Brittany and
Brittany
Dylan,
and
they
Dylan.
bought some stuff from us last year.
Big supporters, Brittany and Dylan. Shout out to you
Jonady
guys.
too. Shout out Jonady. Who else was there? Alex Cheveria. He was there. Shout out
Ashley.
him. Shout out all those guys. Regal. Danny. Fucking all of them.
I don't know
Alan,
any of these people.
I know you
and
don't.
I literally said
all
Jamie,
my girls,
and you guys
Ari,
went with it.
Destiny,
That's
Sabrina,
where I
shout
was
out
like,
you.
that's crazy.
Oh my God.
Jamie's Laura's friend.
Yeah,
She
James.
she
yeah.
comes around.
But
Never mind.
Oh, she was at, what's it called?
Yes.
Yeah, I know Jamie.
Jamie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's cool.
Yeah, so I
That's
don't know
not
how
the
you-
Jamie I was talking about. I was talking about the other Jamie. Remember 8th grade Jamie?
No.
Wait. Well, I don't even know what year I met Jamie in.
No.
Anyway.
Kayla, continue.
Who else?
AI
I'm trying to think of who else. There's so many people. I could literally go through my phone right now
No, don't.
and just like shout
don't have
people out.
time. Anyway,
The list is just so endless.
Kayla,
Goes
we're
to
gonna fight.
on and on
I mean,
and on.
My list kind of ended at our friend group. I'll be
I
honest.
have a lot of friends. Shout out to Melly. Shout out to who was I talking to today? Taylor. I talked to Taylor. I talked to Zara. Shout out to Zara. Who else did it? Shout out to my little sister Janaya.
To us.
Shout out to she definitely
Shout
should not
out
be
Lil-
listening to
Lil-
this.
Lil Slime.
Alright, I think that's it.
I think
like
it's time
we
to
have
wrap
to
it up.
just
Shout out your mom, Dora, bro. Shout out Big Slime Dora,
shout out to
bro.
my mom Dora. I
See, I
love
remember
you,
her.
mommy.
I remember her name.
Te
Shout
amo,
out
mwah.
Catherine. Shout out Mama Anna. Mama shut down. We love her. No, she don't play, bro.
She don't
But
play.
yeah. Shout out to Steve as well.
Shout out to Steve.
No,
Because
you don't
without
have to say
Steve,
that.
Yeah, I do.
Without
You
Steve,
dissed him earlier.
without
it doesn't
Steve,
matter.
yeah, you did call him Joe Jackson. That's crazy.
It doesn't matter.
She
I
called you
guess
Joe
that's how I
Jackson, and your kids are the Jackson 4.
Steve, I love you. I never said any of this. So
It's the Jackson 4, yo.
Never heard of that.
Jackson 4. There's only 4, yo.
Interesting.
now he's just making things up.
Okay.
No.
That's our topic for today. Drew, wrap this up.
What? That I said that you said that?
Wrap it up. Drew.
Yo, what?
Wrap it up.
Anyway.
Yo, shout out to Mike that you literally did that and that shit reminded me of Mike. I feel like that's the like a reaction he would have. Shout out to Mike, I love you, Mike. We're gonna have you on a show soon too.
No cap, no cap.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
When we get another mic.
Micrófono y necesitamos audífonos también, por favor. Inmediatamente. Chop chop, let's go de una
Ahora.
colombianas
Ahora.
esquina.
Colombiana's Corner.
Exactamente.
Mm-hmm.
Eso es lo que
Exactly.
aprendimos hoy.
Uh,
Come on, AI. I thought you could do like language translation.
do it. Say it one more time.
I forgot what I said now.
Alright, it's time to wrap this show up. God damn it.
All right, Tariq, tell them where they can find you.
Oh, well, thank you, Daryl. Oh, so you
Not
guys.
the newscaster voice. Fuck, what did I start?
Do it. You guys can find me on Instagram and TikTok at ChefTariq.co,
Mhm.
YouTube, Chef Tariq, ChefTariqCompany.com, that is my website, where you can find all sorts of shirts, aprons, sauces, the DJs that's been on Mixing Up with Chef Tariq, which is on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
He's doing it. I love
Every
the
Sunday
smile,
at
too,
11
the
a.m.
smile. Hit him with the smile.
I know what
Hit him with the
smile.
smile. There you go. There you go.
And of course, here on the Mixing Pot Podcast.
Yep. There we go.
And make sure you get your Twitch accounts. We'll be there live. Take it away, Kayla.
Alrighty. Guys, y'all can find me at Zoe_Kayla, ZOE_KEYLA on Instagram and TikTok. You guys can of course find me here. On Twitch now we stream it live, but everywhere else on Fridays at 10 a.m. Where else can you guys find me? Business page on Instagram at Liquid Gold. That's LQD_GLD.
I make the G with your fingers. I'm trying to do the Liquid Gold. LG.
This nigga's throwing up gang signs.
Tariq, please.
I'm trying to help you out.
Do not be throwing out gang signs.
I don't know what that is. That doesn't look like it. That's not a G.
That's an E.
You guys are all scaring me.
You had to close it. No,
GD.
maybe. I don't know.
Alrighty.
Anyway, yeah, that's where you guys can find me at. Drew?
You can find me on IG at I love you Drew. I_love you Drew. Shoutout Nas. And you can also Yo, I love that Nas is actually in the studio today with us.
That's
Yes,
crazy
yeah.
because you didn't
Shout
want him
out
in
to
here.
Nas.
No.
Thank
I
you.
know-
oh, hell
I know I say
Don't
a lot of
bring him.
things, but like when he's actually here in present, like it makes me enjoy life. I'm not gonna say it makes me happy. I'm just gonna say it makes me enjoy life.
Okay.
But you can also catch me on IG at Second Human, as well as the MPP, the Mixing Pot Podcast, with my two co-hosts as well. We're all co-hosts, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
We're all
like,
co-hosts.
We're equal partners here. 33, 33, 33.
Point 3333333. You can't forget.
I'm sorry.
Point 33333.
And the other 3333s.
The infinite amount of threes.
alright, y'all with the infinite amount of threes, bro. Y'all are funny.
So you just taking us out?
I'm
That's
about
it?
to order this pizza.
Bye, guys.
And I'm
See
gonna
you guys
feed
later.
them
See y'all
because,
next week.
You know, it's my week to feed the kids. Alright.
Understood.
guys.